TNF-404 is cruel and unforgiving. Vile conditions inhospitable to most life forms. Trillions of creatures who want nothing more than to torment and end you. I came to this planet, I don't even know how long ago. A year, 2, 10, it's all the same down here. Ever since I was abandoned by my crew, I've had nothing but a yellow space dog and an army of Pikmin by my side. For people with a way home, this should be more than enough, but for someone like me whose only ship can't even escape the planet's atmosphere, they only delayed my inevitable doom. However, to my surprise, I awoke. I may have been covered in leaves, but I was still alive. Since then, I've been fighting for survival, slowly forgetting everything of my life before this planet, my friends, my family, and even my own name. I had learned there was a way to recover my former self and my companion from some of the logs left on my tablet, but they would require cells from someone who didn't have my condition. Something realistically impossible, since everyone who'd come here willingly before has already left after learning of the dangers, or has likely already perished to them. However, one day, I stumbled into a cave and found something extraordinary. But before I tell you of that, I think it's only fair I let you meet my companions.
Yo, what's up? I'm Mr. Freeze. I excel in combat and dealing with hot situations. Hello, I'm Hotshot. I can freeze just about anything. Water, frozen. Jelly, frozen. Enemies, frozen. Your computer, frozen. You're probably wondering how you could understand us when you could before. And to that I say, lay off the glow sap, it's not good for you.
Within this cave, I found a violet flower. By second nature, I tossed a Pikmin into it. From the flower, out popped a sprout. And when I plucked it, incredible! A new type of Pikmin I haven't discovered. Are these the thing I need? Well, it's worth a shot. I dubbed these new Pikmin the Big One.
I'm the big one. I'm strong, I deal huge damage.
Do I blame the guy for tossing one of us into a flower? Of course not. I probably would have done the same. Although I really don't like how these new guys' skill set interferes with my own.
Going deeper, I find more of these flowers, converting more of my Pikmin. After grabbing some meat, I decide to take the time to grind up more of these guys. The grind lasts until sunset, at which point I return to my ship. Heading over to the primordial thicket, I decide to test just how strong the big ones truly are. To which I made an incredible discovery. They were able to lift this gold bar almost effortlessly. After collecting it, it was time to face my demons. I've been to this cave 1,000 times and more. Each time, I get as far as I can, but I get stopped by an invulnerable creature I've dubbed the Water Wraith. Let's see if the big one finally has the punch we need to take these things out. Wow, I didn't expect that to actually work.
Pathetic.
Now, I'm gonna be honest, I just didn't like the way this thing's face looked. So, I...
Honestly, the right call. We avoided unnecessary casualties and still beat it at the end of the day.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of scared for the Sovereign Woblacks, but we only had 4 casualties. I call that a success. After that, I got some rest, collected the treasures I could, and prepared myself for the final battle. All of my travels, all of my time stuck on this miserable planet.
Here we are, the final battle, where our journey has been building up to for so long.
It's all led up to this.
So this is where it ends. This'll be tough, but we've been through worse. We can take it.
So, I prepare for the worst.
I don't know why this is so dramatic since I've literally just joined the team yesterday, but I'll try my best.
And I take the step towards the finale. Wait a minute, it's just some idiot? Okay, he's attacking me with a giant dog now. The end of the run is near, one way or the other. Just gotta dodge, leave, and go in for the kill.
Here we go! My time to shine!
Having us all stand back and watch is rather cowardly, but I know how scary electricity can be. Wait, it's been nerfed? Well then, let me at him.
Well, this is where I come in. Let's do this!
What the f is this? Focus. Keep going. Yes! We finally beat this accursed cave! After the fight, I searched the idiot's pockets and found a bottle of glow sap. I seem to recall this stuff has the potential to cure someone from a leafified state. It was a tough decision that took a lot of thinking, but eventually, I decided to finish the goal which I believed I stayed on this planet for.
Wow, I was really expecting them to save themselves, to be honest.
I am confused. Why on PNF 404 would they not save themselves? Why after working so hard, valiantly leading their army, would they just give up their prize like that? Oh well, I guess it's not my place to judge.
An admirable choice. Ochi's grown so much, it's only right that he's the one to be saved.
With Ochi back, I feel comfortable making a distress call. Maybe by braving the night and collecting more treasure, I can cure myself and get my ship's SOS computer working. Ah well, for now, I'll just focus on getting a long, well-earned rest. This idiot is quite the troublemaker. It's become truly painful to share the ship with him even after just one night. Hopefully I won't run across anyone else who needs rescuing. I landed in the serene shores and began to formulate a plan. If the big ones could beat the water wraith, then I could take the fight to it in its home lair, the engulfed castle. But since the entrance is flooded, there's no way to get Pikmin in there, right?
Why, hello there.
Well, not exactly. Previously, I was against using these guys as I was trying to complete this expedition with only 2 types of Pikmin.
So to give you the intro, my name's Spectre, and I'm kind of a demon.
But if I'm allowed to use something that's definitely a third type of Pikmin, why not go for something that's a little more debatable?
To be honest, I don't think this guy actually is a demon.
Hey, we live in a world where space travel is normalized and different species interact as equals. You'd think people would be a bit more accepting of what I choose to identify as.
Now, I'm still gonna try and use as few of these guys as I can, so hopefully not too many will crowd the field. The plan is simple. We grow some glow seeds on sub-level 5, spawn specters, and then throw them into this violet candy pop bud.
Wait, what?
I decided to bring you a helping hand and you just beat me to a freaking flower?
We grab the disc, the paint tube, and oh crap, another person. Ah well, we rescue Twyla out of pure obligation. We then reach a new area in the shores ripe for exploration. But first, we grab a rubber duck we seem to have forgot about. We then grab a plum, another rubber duck, an ocarina, a raspberry, and a mango. We also find a whistle we neglected to collect, and an eggplant the same applies to. We then head back to the engulfed castle to finish it off. We find another castaway and rescue them begrudgingly. After rescuing birdies, we continue down.
Look, I just don't get why we're rescuing all these people if we don't have to. What matters most is our survival. It's every man, woman, envy, and child for themselves on this hellhole planet.
Going back on sub-level 3, we grab the avocado and get out for the last time. We then take on a Dandori challenge. We end up rescuing this leafling too, but I'm certainly not curing them before I cure myself. We spend the rest of the day grinding up materials and growing Pikmin. Unfortunately, we can't 100% the area simply due to that requiring the blue onion, which we can't get for obvious reasons, but hey, 99% is pretty good. The ship is getting very crowded. I can't even hear myself think, let alone plot out a next destination. I decide to go to the primordial thicket to test something. After all, no harm in trying something new, right? Oh, how very wrong I was. I enter the mud pit and... Okay, that's just fucking evil. Believe me, I tried as hard as I could, but I just couldn't avoid these stupid gnats. So, I did what any person not ready to adopt some new children would do, and
Murder them with explosions.
or you know, just leave them unborn in the ground and abandon them. Yeah, I guess that works too. And the worst part? My testing with these glow Pikmin was freaking fruitless. Why won't they go in the mud and pick it up instead of just standing there?
Okay, so I may be stupid.
Oh well, I guess if we don't use them and pretend they were never here, the run's basically the same. And at least we now know we can't do anything else here, so we never have to come back. Now, while this technically means we failed the run, we still cured Ochi, so we answered the question that you came here for. And we unbirthed them anyway, so it's not like it changes anything. Wow, another challenge run where we just ignore the rules because it's convenient. Hey, the only other copy I have of this save is from the start of the video, and I am not redoing all that. Anyways, we head back to our base with slightly more depression than before. Well, at least now you know that if you want to try this run yourself, never enter a cave with less than 100 Pikmin in the post-game. Now, this might seem like the end of the run. Just complete the last night mission and we're good, right? Wrong! There's still one more way we could potentially snag some treasures without the use of new types of Pikmin. I call it Operation PTSD. Oh, how fitting, I just got that. But in all seriousness, PTSD stands for Pebble Throwing Survey Drone. As Boborb displays in their own video where they beat Pikmin 4 without Pikmin, you can combine Pikmin 4's two-player mode, the Pebble Pitcher, with the Survey Drone into something of a third captain. Now, if you're wondering why I don't use more of the techniques they used for this video, it's because I'm generally trying to not use glitches, but I did take the Candy Pop trip from them after our last unfortunate encounter. But back to the PTSD thing, it can be used to unearth objects, especially those in high-up locations we can't access without yellow Pikmin. So, if there are any objects in high-up locations that are buried we can unearth, and then we can use Ochi's RAM to access, we can get ourselves a few more treasures. Now, there's nothing we can do in the Serene Shores and Primordial Thicket, and we already 100% the Hero's Hideaway, so we just have 3 locations left to check. However, the Pebble Pitcher gameplay is honestly kind of boring, so if you don't mind, I'm just gonna speed through this. Also, for an outside of video note, I got a new mic, so if the sound sounds a bit different, that's why. Why I didn't change it for the rest of the video, well, I couldn't be bothered to change it and re-record all of that. Anyways, let me know how it sounds and if you like this or the old mic better. Also, one thing I didn't realize is that we didn't actually need the survey drone for any of these treasures, but the name PTSD is too funny and fitting, so I'm keeping it anyway. Now, as much as I'd like to say I beat the final night mission to cure myself and the last leafling all by myself, in the words of Jackenstein, and luckily, my distress call finally reached someone, the Rescue Corps. And I felt that I had already made so much progress, I deserved to take a break for a bit. And while some people would have called what I did lazy, you try beating Pikmin 4 with only a few types of Pikmin.
Oh, come on! My one proper chance to shine and this dingus steals it all away from me?
I had the cure, and it all came back to me. Also, I can't speak to Pikmin anymore. After a proper reunion with my crew, me and Ochi set off with them and finally went home. Thank you so much for watching this series. I seriously cannot thank you all enough. This has easily been one of the biggest projects on my channel, so it's awesome to see it succeed in such a way. Thank you for watching, and I should have a movie summarizing the whole series soon, and I'll see you in the next one.